Today I was feeling off-putting, pretentious, and hyper-feminine, so I decided to do another bimbizarre look. Perhaps you're aware, perhaps you're not, that bimbizarre is an aesthetic I made up for my own amusement that conveniently combines weirdcore and bimbocore into one disgusting abomination of an aesthetic. And that's what I have on today. I wanted to talk about where I source my clothes for an aesthetic that doesn't really exist yet in the mainstream zeitgeist. But first, I think I'll explain my outfit that I have on right now. As you can see, I'm wearing my custom-made pink trucker hat that says pretentious on it. That sort of ties into this shirt that I've got on that I got on Etsy that says directed by Russ Meyer. I thought advertising the fact that I'm a bimbo and a film snob would be very great in one outfit. I have on my homemade, handmade scorpion earrings, and these earrings are plastic scorpions from the toy company Schleich that I just made into earrings. I've got this choker that I got on Depop, my handmade, hand-beaded Hildegard von Bingen charm necklace that I made myself. Every bead is different, and then there's the St. Hildegard charm in the middle. Then I have on my cloth velvet Mary Janes that have 5 buttons, 3 on one, 2 on another. And of course, my trusty cramp bracelet. So that's the outfit I have on. This is the vibe. It's off-putting, it's grotesque, it's hyper-feminine, whatever the hell that means. It is just a hilarious aesthetic that cracks me up, and I just wanted to go into where I find these pieces. My 3 main go-tos are Depop, eBay, and Etsy. There are 5 main takeaways for looking for a garment that fits this aesthetic. 1, is it pink? 2, is it unusual, weird, or unsettling in some way? 3, is it ironic? Does it have a sort of tongue-in-cheek, cheeky feminist sense of humor? 4, is it cheap? Don't blow your whole paycheck on one of these pieces for this. This is supposed to be fun and silly and DIY. I'm just saying, like, this aesthetic is cheap and tacky, so stick with that. The last thing that you want to consider when making one of these outfits is juxtaposition. Strange or appropriate juxtaposition. The juxtaposition of this pretentious hat with this pretentious shirt, the juxtaposition of pink and these creepy little scorpions, strange juxtapositions of pins on my shoes. It's all about playing with the combination of items you can put on and still look like you're a party girl who knows how to have fun. So I'm just gonna take you through where I get my hats, my jewelry, my t-shirts, my tops, my bottoms, my accessories, and my shoes. These trucker hats are surprisingly easy to find. This one, of course, is custom made. I'll try to remember who custom made it on Etsy, but there are custom, you can make custom pink trucker hats on Etsy, and there are also just ones that are already made that are a delight, like one that says fourth wife material or God's favorite, or I have one that says hottest shorty in the simulation. They're all delightful and fun. This is like a thing that is common among Y2K Bimbocore aesthetics, but you want the message on the hat to be super weird and slightly unsettling. I also have used funny grandma church hats because putting on a hoochie coochie outfit and then having the Sunday headwear of a grandmother of 7 I think is very funny. I love that. As long as it's pink and on your head, you're in business. For hair accessories, bows are good. Take a page out of the book of Decorake girls, take a page out of the book of Gyaru girls in terms of hair accessories. If you can find like the weirdest hair accessory you possibly can, put that shit on your head and suddenly you're leaning into a bimbizarre outfit. I saw on Depop a hair clip that was made of an empty nitrous oxide canister, and you know, it was a hair clip, so that's the energy that we're bringing to this, like weird shit glued onto a clip and put in your hair. Great. As for jewelry, DIY is encouraged as well. I DIY'd these little scorpion earrings. Definitely look for just oddball accessories all over Depop and eBay and Etsy. There are a lot of unusual earrings on Etsy that are, you know, made by artisans who are oddballs themselves, and that's really fun. Definitely, you know, DIY a funky necklace, you know, buy all these different cool beads and a weird little charm, and you're in business. For necklaces, you can really do no wrong. I have these two candy perler bead necklaces. One's a bottle of bleach, one's pills. Those would be absolutely delightful. I get a lot of inspiration from Weirdcore girls for this look, actually. I think rosaries are a fun option. I also have used this bell charm necklace that I got from Michaels originally and then added some vintage charms to it. And I have this belly button piercing necklace from Vitakush. Vitakush has fantastic, interesting, unique jewelry like this. They are a little pricey. This is definitely like a splurge kind of item, putting on layaway situation, but I do really enjoy this necklace, and they have ones similarly delightful and strange on their website. For earrings, I adore certain Studio Cult options. I really dig these squishy bead earrings from Studio Cult. I think they're really great for this kind of look. They're surreal, they're big, they're nostalgic for the Y2K era. These are quintessential bimbizarre. I also really enjoy this oversized stud that you can mix and match. Another thing is if it's pink and it's a strange shape like a gun, that's perfect. I also got these magenta Sharon Tate kind of earrings from a shop on Depop. I love them. They really fit the kind of campy John Waters trashy aesthetic. Then I have these magenta toilets, also from Depop, delightful, never fails me. For something a little bit less tacky but still unbelievably kitschy and campy and fun, these are the gecko earrings from Betsy Johnson. Betsy Johnson does have quite a few earrings and necklaces and bags and shoes that really work with this aesthetic. If you can find anything of hers way discounted on eBay or Depop and they fit and they work for you, go for it. Those are my bimbizarre earring go-tos, but really anything works if it's weird enough. As for t-shirts, the ironic t-shirt is a fantastic Bimbocore and bimbizarre staple. This one is from a seller on Etsy. I'll try to remember the name of it, but if you search Russ Meyer t-shirt, it'll probably pop up. I have a t-shirt that I got on Etsy that says, "I heart my buckle fat," you know, buckle fat. I love that. That's really in the spirit of bimbizarre. Loving your imperfections and in fact embracing your imperfections and in fact saying, why do you think that's an imperfection in the first place, you piece of shit? You see what I'm saying? Okay. And then I also have a really delightful friend on Depop who makes these really fantastic, ironic, weird shirts. I got one of hers that says, "I only fuck jazz musicians," and she has a ton of other delightful, hilarious ones on Depop. Her handle is 888 Designs. And then there's also an account on Depop that makes kind of funny, subversive, feminist, hyper feminine, weird t-shirts. And I think her name on Depop is Brain Injury Barbie. Delightful. Love her stuff. And then I also enjoy this brand called Kikolo Designs. I wore a shirt from them that says, "I only think about sex and death." It's that kind of thing that's really fun and perfect for this kind of aesthetic. Something tongue-in-cheek and awkward and unsettling and weird. Perfect. Love it. But really, anything pink and anything with a funny, ironic, bizarre combination is primo. For bottoms, I really like unusual and ripped up denim skirts. I like these pink bloomers. I have a skirt with googly eye prints on it. Skirts, you know, bodycon skirts with interesting graphic designs. Definitely pink is the best option. Tutus, capri pants for the Y2K nostalgia. I really like a lot of capri pants at Vixen by Micheline Pitt. I also look for capri pants and mini skirts on eBay. Set it to pink or multicolor for something unusual to pop up. It really is just about looking for the right vibe and the right size. Another accessory I like to rely on for this aesthetic is glasses frames. So I do enormous Coke bottle glasses like these, or enormous pink frames like this, cat eye glasses like this. It just adds the vibe of I'm a hot babe but I read William S. Burroughs to the look that I love, and that really is quintessential to this look. Pink tights, pink fishnets, white fishnets, black fishnets, funny socks, pink, funny socks, pink socks, funny pink socks. Hosiery is a fantastic addition. As for shoes is where you may have to spend a little bit more money than 20 bucks on eBay. Some of my favorite brands that I tend to rely on are the Melissa platforms. I have put them on layaway through their shop pay app or whatever. I like the style Air Bubble platforms and the doll platforms. These Mary Janes I'm wearing now are just simple cloth Mary Janes from Kung Fu Mary. I like them because you can put pins in them and further accessorize. Like I mentioned, Betsy Johnson is sometimes a good option, especially if they're used vintage on eBay or Depop. And it never fails to search platform or heels or shoe on Depop or eBay and set it to buy it now, used, and pink. You never know what'll come up. This aesthetic is really a know it when you see it, and if you're really stumped for any ideas, I highly recommend going to my Pinterest that is dedicated to this aesthetic exclusively. My Pinterest is dollyclown99, and I also have a delightful Spotify playlist called Bimbizarre on my Spotify. I make tons and tons and tons of Spotify playlists. I'm an amateur playlist curator. There are 100 free playlists on my page. Oh, one last thing. If you're not blonde, wearing fun, stupid, silly wigs can be a really fun way to get into the spirit of the look. For looking for wigs, I look on Amazon. It is what it is. I look on Etsy if I'm feeling fancy. I also look on eBay. Hear me out. Used wigs on eBay are dirt cheap, and sometimes they're tangled and messy and disgusting and weird, and I just like that rat's nest hair situation, and I think it could really work for the look. Like, oh, you want me to have gorgeous long blonde hair? What if it's matted and full of rats? That kind of vibe. So anyway, I hope this was inspirational to you. Don't ask me why, but I do really hope this catches on. It's so fun. OG bimbos like Paris Hilton and Anna Nicole Smith were fucking weirdos, and no one talks about it enough. The watered down, washed down TikTok bimbo that we have now is nothing like the original OGs. So I'm trying to bring that back. Make bimbos weird again 2K24 and 2K25 and beyond. That's all for now. Bye, be safe.